Good evening, afternoon, or morning, everyone. Freestyle Repertory Theater and Synergy Theater present Right Away. It's a show, it's a jam, it's the best of both worlds, and it's happening right away. Michael Durkin and Laura Livingston.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, or as Laura said, perhaps good afternoon, is a co-production between Freestyle Rep here in New York City and Synergy Theater, a very important and delightful theater art form.
And we're also united in the feeling that theater plays until they are placed in the care of actors, something that we do.
We've got 3 playwrights tonight, and they will have 45 minutes to write a brand spanking new play based on our wonderful, wonderful audience.
And while you can see what's happening on the screen while you're writing, and after each game, we'll hear as many of us read what we've written. I encourage you to volunteer, even if, don't even consider whether or not it's based on the same prompts. And then after 45 minutes, the playwrights will return and present the world premiere.
Now, before we start tonight's playwriting via Zoom, we ask that you keep yourself muted and your videos off for now. In a few minutes, when we start writing and doing the jam, we'll invite you to turn those videos back on the screen here. This show is live streaming on YouTube and on Facebook, so that when your video is on, spruce up, will you? Come on, have a good time. We usually support each other and clap and laugh and have a good time. And the more fun we have here as the show goes on. We invite you to open up your chat feature, which you'll find right there. Wonderful, wonderful playwrights. Playwrights. We got playwrights, Laura?
Yeah, speaking of whom, I think we should introduce them. Improv Theater in Schenectady, New York. Her consultancy company. Please welcome Kat Coppett. Hi, Kat.
Welcome, Kat. Welcome.
It's very exciting, very dramatic.
Ooh.
Wonderful. Back.
Well, Kat, good to have you here. Real good to have you here.
You see?
Next, listen, the artistic director of New York City's OBI, New York Innovative Theater Award-winning. Victorias include Haunted and Man and Beast. Please welcome our good friend.
Hi. Nice to see you, everybody.
It's been a lot of awards down there, and you've done great shows. And
Sure enough.
both Laura and I have participated in some of them. Thank you very much for letting us do that.
See you, everyone. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
And her play, According to the Chorus, just finished a sold-out run in New York City's 59 East 59. And her latest is on its way right now to the Edinburgh Festival. She also teaches group classes also online.
All my Barra Group classes are online, all levels. Yeah.
Oh, because you're zipping around to Alaska and Edinburgh.
I'm into classes from wherever I am. The fall classes will be posted. Blood of the Lamb.
So I think, Kat, you're the first one to kind of give us or ask for a suggestion.
Could I get a piece of advice that you may or may not have followed, but have gotten in your life?
All right, audience, this is the moment. Type away your suggestions in the chat there.
Down here's that chat. Piece of advice that you may or may not have taken.
Be sure you're right. Thank you. Think that you are great. Beautiful, Rachel. I'll see if there's a couple of more. Always wear anklets without holes. Do something for yourself every day. Open a checking account. Don't marry anyone with crazy people in the family. I'm going to think that you are great.
Right. Think that you are great. Excellent. Who was next? I think Alex was next.
What can we get for you, Alex?
Well, I want to know if don't marry anyone if you have crazy people in the family or if they have crazy people in the family. That one
that they have crazy people in the family. My father was a doctor. I don't know what he was referring to. Probably one of his patients or something.
Very nice. That's too much information altogether. I've been thrilled following the news from Europe, and I want to know something about which you might change your mind. Could be wallpaper, could be marriage, but something you might change your mind about. Could be invading Russia, marching to Moscow. Going to the gym, great. Paper versus plastic. Adopting a dog. Looking for a couple more. I'm not judging yet. I just want to, marrying a sailor. Could it be a crazy sailor? Eating on the street. Being an actor. All together, going to the gym. We already get that one. Okay, I'm gonna go with paper versus plastic because I can't get away from it. Living the dream.
Are you taking that one?
Paper versus plastic. Is
Paper versus plastic, a good one. Okay.
All right.
Arlene,
I
What do you-
always love names. What is the name your parents would have given you if they didn't give you the name you got? And maybe if a different gender or whatever.
oh, man.
Oh, these are great. Denzel, Melissa, Diana, Paul, Sybil, Eve, Josh, Lucy, Irene, Funny, Bert. I'm gonna go with Sybil and Bert. And one other one. What was your favorite holiday as a child?
Your favorite what?
Holiday as a child. Hanukkah, Halloween, Easter, Halloween, Christmas. Hanukkah, Christmas, Christmas. Thank you.
Sybil and Bert and Christmas.
Sybil and Bert and Christmas.
Okay, all right.
All right. Let's do a quick round just to remind everyone. We did this pretty quickly, but just to kind of get it in our heads. What are we sending you away with, Kat? What's your suggestion?
I asked for a piece of advice and I got and took, think that you are great.
And Alex?
I asked for something about which one might change one's mind, and I got paper versus plastic.
Right.
That's my
Arlene?
title right there.
I asked for a name that your parents might have named you if they hadn't named you what they did. And I got Sybil and Bert. I also asked for a holiday, favorite holiday, and I got Christmas.
Okay. All right, writers. In just a few moments, we're going to send you away for 45 minutes. I'm not getting this with my screen, but believe me, it's there, 45 minutes. Keep an eye out for texts. We'll be sending you time reminders. And remember, it's improv. So whatever you write is going to be right. Ready, steady, right away.
All right, there it is. Here we go.
All right,
Welcome,
everyone.
everybody. Welcome, everybody. Now, as our actors are turning off their videos and sound off, which I hope they're doing, we invite you guys to turn your sound on and your videos on. And if you haven't already, go ahead and get some paper and pencil. A quick reminder, we're streaming on YouTube and on Facebook. So if you're burying a body or whatever, you might want to bury it someplace off camera. Otherwise, it's great to have you on screen. It's great to join us all together and just kind of have a good time. We just kind of love to see you all. It's good to see every one of you.
I feel my paper. Oh, my paper.
Okay. While I'm trying to get rid of my video background, I'll do that later. I want to say that there are some options if you're new to us on how you see this show. If you float your cursor up to the right-hand corner, you'll see the option of gallery view or speaker view. That's just going to tell you, that's just going to show you or not, if people have their cameras on or not. You can choose whatever option you want. If you want to see people only when they're speaking or whatever, go ahead and do whatever you want to there. Just want to let you know that it does not affect how the rest of us see it. So go for it, whatever you like there.
Great. And I want to say hi to Sylvia. Hey, Sylvia. Good to join you. Good to have you with us.
Thank you.
Good. Now we're going to start the jam in just a second. Remember that improv is all about being spontaneous and supporting each other. So if you've never done improv before, those are the secrets behind the whole thing. It can be boiled down to saying yes and making yourself and your partner look good. So, so just go ahead with those ideas. There's no judgment here. There's no, it's not a big deal. Just go with that instinct. Instincts are always great. And when you're done, and when we, get done, and volunteer to read what you've got. Don't make any kind of editorial decisions about whether it's good or bad or whatever. It's just, we're just having some fun. And when others are reading, we ask you to keep your videos on, and so that they kind of see those friendly and encouraging faces on the screen. And it helps Laura and me keep them on while we're writing too. So I think we're ready to kick it off. Laura, you want to do it?
Yeah, I do. So those of you who've been with us in the past, we get some themes going. Last month it was beginnings. Back in December, I did one based on Dickens. And our theme this time, in honor of summer, is messing around. That's our thing. We're just messing around.
We're just gonna mess around.
Messing around.
So the first one we're going to do is an improv game. Grab those pencils. That's just messing with our minds. My opinion is, in Right Away, we're not going for good writing. We're just going for fun and just to see how many different ways it turns out. So this one is really an impossible game to do well. In a moment, I'm going to give you a four-letter word. For example, when Mike and I were planning this and trying it out ourselves, we gave ourselves the word sing. And what I'd like for you to do is write a paragraph, but in each sentence, that four-letter word occurs with one change in the letter. So the one I wrote when Mike and I were practicing was, I started out, I like to sing. And then I wrote, unfortunately, the last time I sang, my husband said my voice raked his nerves. That grated like sand, but undeterred, I formed a band. We've been overbooked, so I'm in a bind. See how it works? I just changed one letter. It's not great writing, but it was fun to do. Everyone tried. Mike has told me this will not work, but I told him it will. So it's an experiment.
The only reason I said it wouldn't work is that I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it.
It's actually a game we do on stage in improv, and I cannot speak when we're playing this game. I get so messed up. So let's try this, but I'm going to give you a different word. The word is stop.
Stop.
Ready? Go.
STOP?
Mm-hmm. Let's just take one more minute. And if you get stuck, cheat.
It
10 more seconds. 4.
God.
And stop. Let's hear how it went. I managed to get 3 sentences.
This is supposed to be the warm-up kind of game where we all just kind of loosen up and everything. I'm just panicked by what I've written, but who would like to read?
Abandoning all hope is a valid warm-up, Mike, I think, for improv. Karen, let's hear it.
All right, let's see if I'm not sure I did it right, but I'm giving it a shot. Barney yelled, "Stop." I took my pots off the stove. I went to the post and mailed Barney to my mother. He opts for greener pastures.
Cool. You
Ah,
rearranged the
you
letters.
did it.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess I did it wrong. I was just
Well,
mixing them up
You
instead of
made up a
changing.
new way we could do it.
There's no wrong. Eileen, go for it.
Okay. I asked my husband to stop snoring. He could only shop for an aid to that endeavor. I suggested he eat slop for dinner, and that could work. He called me a flop in wifely advice.
Patty, are you right? Are you volunteering? Let's hear it. And then
How the heck do I stop this Roto-Rooter excavator thing? You were supposed to shop for a quality one from Sears, not Walmart. Now look, I have to shoo all these mice I just disturbed in their nest. What a hoot.
excellent. Enough.
Stop, she says to me. Top it off with another request. I slopped the last words and took my top off.
Mhm, mhm.
Very nice. Very nice.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. Anybody else want to throw in their 2 cents?
Yeah.
Go for it, Liz, go for it.
Well, I don't think I followed the rules, but he told me to stop. I
Rules,
said,
there are no rules.
okay. He told me to stop. I said I was atop the hill and couldn't hear him. We then decided to hop down the hole, and we did, but it was full of slop.
Wonderful. Janella, are you going?
Okay. Stop harassing me or I'll stow away our money. I don't want to show you my ass because you need to shoe. I have a richer boyfriend who can show me a good time without money. I don't know what it means.
I love it. I love it. Well, that's great. That's great. Anybody else is great. I'm surprised you guys. I mean, I'm just not surprised, but I'm just grateful. Sylvia, go for it.
Sorry. Okay. I came to a stop. The road was full of slop. My dog was in the front seat and he gave me a slap. I tried to see the road, but all I saw was a star. I would like to learn to spar.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
You guys are something, I'm telling you.
Yeah. This is mine. I can't stop. I like to shop. I bought a ship. I could be Dr. Seuss. All right, Mike, they've got 35 minutes left. If you have not done this with us before, here's the thing we do. We start slinging extra suggestions at them while they're writing, which they have to immediately incorporate into their plays. So the first one we would like, if you would type in a suggestion here, we would like in the chat, if you could type in either a building material or an architectural feature. When Mike and I were rehearsing this, we used cement, for example, that they were allowed to use either actually or as a metaphor. Oh, yes, you've got
Bricks. We got bricks. We got a flying buttress. We got adobe. Oh, I like that.
foam, gargoyles, corn husks.
Gargoyles.
Flying buttresses twice. I'm going to use that then. It's going to be like a majority glass columns. These are great. I'm throwing them flying buttresses. All right. I'm going to type that, Mike, if you want to start the
Okay.
next.
All right, here's the next one. We're going to write, or I'd like you to write a monologue of thinking. Here's what it is. It's a monologue of an animal. You got to kind of picture yourself as that animal, and that animal has some sort of thing that it wants to do, or thing that it must do. And it's certain a kind of a planning sort of thing, or maybe it's a memory that the animal has, but it's the point of view of an animal. So maybe we'll take 3 or 4 minutes and just kind of start writing as if you want to close your eyes and kind of imagine you're that animal, and what's going on in that animal's mind. Ready, get set, have a great time writing this animal's monologue.
In the chat?
No,
no,
not
no,
on your
no,
paper.
I think
You
that-
read it out.
Not paper, easier.
Oh, okay.
Piece of paper or pencil, for me it is. Reading this. I would say 2 more minutes. One more minute. $60 or 30 seconds. You better wrap it up, you animals.
I'm giving a countdown.
I got about 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, all right. What do we have? What have we got going on here, you guys? What have we got going on here? Who would like to read?
No.
All right, Janella, go for it.
And an animal's point of view.
Right.
I've got to pee and poop, but why do humans always have to look while I do it? I don't look at them when they pee and poop. Leave me alone. Let me pee and poop in peace. You know, when aliens take over, they'll be walking you humans on a chain and watching you pee and poop. Ha ha! Roof, roof. Get ready, humans. Enjoy your toilets while you can. Ain't it the truth, though?
And I have to talk to you a little bit about your alliteration, peeing and pooping in peace.
Yes, I alliterated on purpose.
It was rich. There's no doubt about it. Anyone? Yeah, go, Patty and Brad. Patty, give us a shot.
It's called At the Feeder. Oh, good. Sparrows. I hate crows. Wait. Okay, Nuthatch. You don't. Oh, okay. I'm coming up. Oh yes, the lady put out sunflower seeds in the big tray. The balance is there we go. Delicious. I love this stuff. And sound off stage of a window opening. I'm off. I'm hiding. Okay, I'm out of here. Why does she prefer birds to squirrels? Does that lady have any idea how filthy and disgusting birds are? And cannibals, you know, they literally eat each other's babies. They evict neighbors they don't like, or they take over their homes. They're not even cute. I'm cute. I mean, look at my tail. Oh, yeah, and she's gone. Okay, I'm going back in for those sunflowers.
Are you having squirrel problems?
Yes, it's chronic, and I open the window and yell at them all the time.
I was going to say, oh, well, guess what it is, but then I guessed. Yeah. Eileen?
Yeah.
And, Eileen, before you go, I just want to say, Pinky, Rachel, Natasha, if you are writing and would like to read, you don't need to come on camera. Just speak up or do one of those electronic hand raise things or something. All right, Eileen.
Okay. Hee-haw, hee-haw. I'm so lonely. I don't mean to be the butt of jokes. I want to be like a dog. Yeah, like a golden retriever would be so wonderful because I want to be loved like they are. I can't help it if I have a bony ass. I'm tireless and loyal and hardworking. I'll do anything for you. Why aren't I loved like that big golden doofus is? And I am a donkey, if you haven't guessed.
I got it. Awesome. I think that Karina was electronically raising her hand. Is that true, Karina?
Yeah. Okay.
Go for it.
All right. That grass looks good. So good. Let me go to the grass. What is stopping me from going to the grass? Something is pulling at my neck. Always pulling at my neck. But there is the grass and I must get to the grass. Oh wait, the stone smells good too. It smells like a very cute boy was here before. Let me join him in greeting this stone too. Okay, there is grass. I can smell it from here. Yippee! We are here. I have never felt so much joy in my life, and the thing on my neck is gone. And now I can explore all these delicious smells all I want. And look, there are so many nice tushies to smell too. And they can smell my tushy too, though wait, the person who tugs at my neck, she is using that angry voice that I don't like. Let me go to her and see what she wants. Maybe she has some good food for me.
All right.
Man's best friend. I got it. Very nice.
I want at one point I want to read mine, but I think we've got to shoot
Yeah.
it.
Absolutely, Mike. We got to get another suggestion off to the playwrights here. Folks, would you type in a suggestion of a sound effect that they're going to have to immediately incorporate into their play? And folks who are off camera, you have been, I think, typing in suggestions if you haven't. All right, sound.
Ooh, beautiful coffee grinder, crickets,
Crash, crickets,
a bleep, a
Left.
foghorn, trumpet, thunder. Ooh, I like listen. A modem going about circa 1999.
Which, are you picking one, Mike, or should I pick?
I'm gonna pick one. I saw one before that I liked coffee grinder.
All right.
So the sound of a coffee grinder, all right?
Yeah.
Somebody would you like to read your point of view, animal? I don't want to, yeah, all right, yeah, get in there, Sylvia, and stop me from doing mine.
As a chameleon, I have to be very thoughtful about where I move. I have to think whether I have the requisite tint and shade to copy for blending purposes. I have an unlimited palette, you know, and I'm quite an artist. I can pick out very subtle differences in tones, but beyond that, I want to look good. So if a branch is a certain shade of brown, but the leaves are a prettier shade of green, I might go with the leaves and take a few with me. My girlfriend likes to do her own thing more. She likes polka dots, but they don't often appear in nature. So she really hunts for those ladybugs to place on her body. I think that our tastes are very different, and she's going to have to come to camo more if we're going to survive together.
I was a very high status chameleon too. I like that very much. All right, I'm gonna do mine. You ready for mine? Here we go. There's nothing that escapes my view. Gives me a sense of security. I see my family all around me, confident. I'll take care of them. I see the trees that are ripe for browsing. But the day of the riverbed, oh, the dry riverbed concerns me. Easy enough to browse, but treacherous to bend low for a bit of water. Time to move on. All right, the guessing begins. What am I? Go for it, tell me.
I got to guess.
What is the guess?
I'm gonna let other people guess. What?
Hippopotamus.
That's just because I've been putting on weight, Liz. That's the only reason you said that.
I'm guessing elephant because of the family.
Well,
It's the trees and the riverbed. That's the combination. That's the trick.
and if I may say it, it's easy to browse the trees, but hard to bend down.
Giraffe.
Yeah.
There we go.
There we go. There we go. Good,
There we
good,
go.
good.
There we go. Oh.
Yeah. All right. Are we ready for a different game, or is somebody else reading?
If I just jumped in there because I just had to read mine.
Oh, okay. All right. I got a different. Oh, somebody volunteer.
I can read the paragraph.
Yeah.
What does she think feeding me the same slop every day? Look at what she's piling on her plate. Oh, yeah. She looks at me with disgust. How do I dare interrupt her pleasure? Then she lets me lick the plate. I smile with gratitude. Ah, she likes then. She drops me some extra leftovers. I lick her foot. I get some more. I stretch on the floor and crawl towards her more. Then it's time to go out for our morning walk. I run ahead. At the corner, I see the Cocker Spaniel. I leave some scent for her. Then she stops. I think she bends to pet me, but she pets that stupid Cocker Spaniel. I piss on her.
Wonderful, you guys. All right. I think we are. If nobody else wants to go, we got another thing we want to try here. A little kind of challenge.
All right. I'm not sure I'm going to explain this very well. It's much simpler than it's going to sound. I'm going to say a sentence, and then, say this isn't the sentence, but for example, it could be something like, she sat in a chair. And then what I'd like for you to do is write more of that story, but imagine that your sentences begin with either because of that or and as if that weren't enough. I've typed those two in the chat, so like to alternate them. So this would be an example. She sat in a chair. Because of that, the chair broke. As if that weren't enough, the floor broke as well. Because of that, she called a floor repairman. As if that weren't enough, the floor repairman brought his brother, something like that. All right. If that's clear, great. If it's not, just make up the game. And I would say it's not at all important to write those sentence beginnings, just have them in your head. Like I might have written, she sat in a chair, the chair broke, the floor broke. She called a floor repairman. He brought his brother. We'll see if that makes sense. But your sentence beginning will be, Francine made a cup of tea. Ready? Go. $15 more seconds. 10 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, Mike, before we read any of these, let's send them another suggestion in there. How about
Oh, you got one?
line of dialogue?
That's what I was going to say.
All right.
How about a line of dialogue that everybody's within that play, at least one character is going to have to say this line of dialogue. And so what we have to do is come up with that line of dialogue. So what will that line of dialogue be? Which will reoccur. Where is the muskrat? He poisoned his wife, you know. Ooh, I like that. The only thing you have to fear is fear itself. That's very insightful. I can't fix, manage, or control anything, or that one too. Life is a bowl of cherries. Good to the last drop. Why is this pizza cold? Unless you know what, I gotta go back. I gotta go with the one that jumped out at me. I'm gonna go with the wait a second. Where's that one back here? He poisoned his wife, you know.
All right.
Let's
All right.
Let's see what happens.
Links will thank you because Arlene Hutton will thank you because I was going to go with where is the muskrat? He poisoned his wife, you know.
That's true. That's true. Well, we've got the because of that, as if that weren't enough. We're all starting with Francine and that cup of tea. Who wants to take us on that merry road of what happens next? Anybody? Karen? Oh, good for you, Karen. All right, Karen.
All right. Francine made a cup of tea. Because of that, she sat down with the newspaper in her favorite armchair. As if that wasn't enough, she allowed herself 2 special chocolates. Because of that, she noticed the chocolates made her feel strangely dreamlike. As if that wasn't enough, she began to float in the air. Because of that, Francine flew out the open window and into the sky.
Oh, and the film is just beginning. Excellent. Who else would like to tell us what happens to Francine on this incredible day? I got one. I down.
There's Patty.
Oh, good. Patty, get in there.
Not trying to, so, okay, sorry. Francine made a cup of tea. Because of that, she burned her tongue. As if that wasn't enough, the ice tray was stuck to the freezer. Because of that, she overpulled the freezer door and it broke. As if that wasn't enough, the repair service guys weren't answering their phone. Because of that, the refrigerator started beeping and slowly shutting itself down. As if that wasn't enough, all the fish, I'm talking expensive stuff like shrimp, it spoiled. Because of that, her dinner party was in a shambles.
Oh,
And a
no.
tragedy.
Terrible. Oh, God, that's horrible. That's horrible. Anyone?
Yep.
Yeah, all right. Janella, are you gonna, is poop a part of this, Janella?
What?
Is poop a part of this?
Yeah, it is. Francine,
Janella, you got your own theme going. All right, Janella, go for it.
Francine made a cup of tea. Because of that, she started wheezing and choking. As if that wasn't enough, she got diarrhea. Because of that, the carpet got drenched. As if that wasn't enough, her in-laws walked in. Because of that, her mother-in-law threw up. As if that wasn't enough, the dog came in and licked it all up.
Oh, Janella, I tell you, I can't wait to sit down for dinner tonight. All right, here we go. Francine made a cup of tea and the kettle steam burnt her hand. If that wasn't enough, the bottom of the kettle dropped off. Because of that, she scalded her feet. And as if that weren't enough, the ballet audition was this morning. And because of that, she had to cancel. That's my little Francine saga. Tragedy. Oh, thank you, Karen.
And never dance again, and never dance again.
It writes itself.
Writes itself. Anyone else with a saga of Francine? Yeah, go for it, Sylvia.
Francine made a cup of tea. Because of that, my cat ran under the bed. As if that wasn't enough, my neighbor rang the doorbell. Because of that, my cat jumped out the window. As if that weren't enough, my neighbor was telling me his dog had run away. Because of that, we both had to run down the street after the animals. As if that weren't enough, we smacked our heads into a light pole in the process.
Very, very visual.
Yeah.
Okay,
Good. Yes, by all means, Eileen, go for it.
all right. Francine made a cup of tea. And if that wasn't enough, it was caffeinated. Because of that, she also made the tea for her friends. Because of that, it was at a party where others had had too much to drink. And if that wasn't enough, she hoped the tea would sober them up. Because of that, she didn't know they were using drugs as well. And if that wasn't enough, the evening ended with everyone dying.
That's very Shakespearean.
A tragic comedy. All right. Mike, they have less than 9 minutes left. Should we send them a suggestion or should we take a moment and write and then send them a suggestion?
Why don't we take a moment and write and then give
Okay.
them one last suggestion?
Yeah, and then we can just blow them out of the water with our last suggestion. Huh.
Now we might have to interrupt the writing. Is
Yeah,
that-
well, this might have to be a short one, but that's okay.
Okay. Well, here's the short one.
Yeah.
Here's the short. It's a little piece of gossip. I just want you to write down a little piece of gossip, stuff that you know, and maybe other people don't know, but they should know. But it's in reference to either a literary figure or a historical figure. For instance, you may not know this, but the top of Lincoln's head was completely bald. You know, he always had that damn hat on, you know, but the reason was because he's entirely bald. So, yeah, why don't we just take like a minute or two just to write a little piece of gossip about a historical figure, a literary figure, or whatever you may choose. Ready, get set, go. Uh, 30 more seconds. All right, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
All right.
Now, first, let's get that suggestion of those people.
I have an idea for a suggestion, Mike. Do you?
Right.
Or
I don't. Yeah.
okay, I do. I'm thinking, what if we have them reincorporate one of the ones we already gave them? For example, the example I gave earlier was in rehearsal, we gave them concrete, and a reincorporation might be a chunk of concrete falls on the stage or something like that. So just to remind you, we gave them flying buttresses, the sound of a coffee grinder, the line of dialogue, he poisoned his wife, you know. What's a suggestion we could give them that would bring one of those ideas back in some way? Is that a little?
Put that in the chat there.
Some of these suggestions, these earlier suggestions just cropped up. The buttress flew away. Like that. That's what I'm talking about. A flying buttress flies in. Hey, thinking there's one there. He poisoned his wife, you know, with the heads of mice. Turned out she was only very sick. He jumped off the flying buttress. His coffee was right next to the poison. Love it. That's you, Mike. I'm not using that one.
Oh, okay, I couldn't help myself.
All right. I'm just going to put, and they can use it however they want. The flying buttress, the buttress flew away. That's what I'm doing.
All right. So, come on, you guys. Gossip. Oh, gossip is so much. Anybody got any gossip about? I mean, I have a little piece of gossip, but I'd like to. I mean, nobody's going to tell. Nobody will say anything. Nobody's going to say what you're going to tell us. We're going to keep.
Well, I don't know if this is gossip, and I have to give my husband credit. As soon as you asked, I was like, quick, give me something famous. Give me something about a famous person or a literary person. So he told me something about the Statue of Liberty. This Liberty on her pedestal is standing on broken chains. They're at her feet. The original design had her holding the broken chains in her hands, but they needed to raise money for the project. And the southern states did not like the idea of her holding the chains in her hand because it's breaking the chains of slavery, and they did not like that. So they put the chains at her feet.
You can't see them.
So you can't see them.
Except from a helicopter.
Except from a helicopter.
Now, this sounds like a piece of real information.
That's a true story.
It is. You didn't want real?
Oh, I never want real. I don't believe in real myself, but I love
I'm okay with real. I didn't expect this all. Yeah, that's
I
cool.
love this. I mean, it's much different than mine, which I'll read to you right now. And I want to dedicate this to Janella.
Oh.
P.T. Barnum's real name, his first name, Poop Turd. Where's my friend Janella? Oh, there she is. Okay.
Thank you.
Karina, you're raising your hand. What's your piece of what's your piece of gossip?
Did you hear that Alexander and Aaron Burr were really best friends? The only reason why they had the duel was for the insurance. It just didn't go the way they expected.
See,
did not.
That's surprising. That's right. Anath, did you have a piece of?
Mine is very short. Virginia Schmirginia, she was just a plain lunatic. My mother was the one who wrote all her novels. And that is the truth.
Oh, geez. That goes with the chains and Lady Liberty. All right, all right. More,
Absolutely.
I can't get enough gossip. I cannot get enough gossip. Patty, help me out.
Lots of people think that Mr. Rogers was secretly covered in tattoos. It was like an urban legend for a while, really got around. I believed it, totally made sense. I mean, don't you think? But it turns out, nope, it wasn't tattoos at all. The truth is, he had a tail.
It was what?
He had a tail.
He had a tail.
I thought, which is why he always wore that sweater.
It really did go around that he had tattoos.
I thought that. I thought that. Now, Sylvia, I think Sylvia's got a little piece of gossip that we're not going to spread around it. We're not going to,
All right.
but it's always good to know. What did you have?
The emperor had plenty of clothes, actually, not just the hair shirt he always put on. His closet had one of those revolving bookcases where which he would close whenever anyone walked in the room. When people would say, "The emperor has no clothes," he would get a small smile on his face.
How about? Oh boy, the children will be surprised to hear that end of that story. Well, it's great. It's great. Oh, Karen, I happen to know Karen Harrell very well. Gossip monger. I'm telling you.
Definitely.
You want to know anything about anybody, you talk to Karen Harrell. Karen, what little piece of gossip have you got for us?
Well, Scrooge was actually a party animal in college. Every Mead Kegger party was in his dorm room, and the parties would last until dawn. He was voted most popular.
Really? Honest to God.
Mhm.
I'll be darned. I'll be darned. It's amazing. Oh, well, excellent job, you guys. Oh, wait, Janella, or as I like to call you, PT. Janella, what is your little piece of gossip?
Mary Todd Lincoln was persecuted by the public for her endless shopping. But it wasn't because she had lost 2 sons. She bought lavish gowns, gloves, huge hats. Why? Because Mary Todd Lincoln was totally bald. Not her husband.
Which goes along with a little piece of gossip I started with. The both of them, bald as cue balls. But listen, wait. The time has come.
Yep. I'm
The
telling
time has
you.
come.
come back.
I was going to say ladies and gentlemen, but I shouldn't consider myself a gentleman, but I will. I'm the only guy here.
All
I don't-
right.
Oh,
I don't know if there are any guys here, but except for me. It's been a pleasure. It has been a pleasure, you guys. And we're gonna go bring these youngsters, these writers back as soon as we can find them. Are you bringing them back, Miss Laura?
I'm doing my best.
Okay, all right, okay. Nice job, everybody. Nice job. We had a good time. Nice
Very,
job.
very fun jam. I've put at the very beginning of our chat, maybe I'll see if I can do that as well. I put our websites and also for Synergy Theater and for Freestyle Repertory, who are the co-producers here, if you want to check us out during intermission, and also the link for our Facebook group called Right Away Afterwards, where we share insider info or discussions that we didn't get to have, pieces we didn't get to read. It's a group just for people who've attended Right Away. Are our playwrights back?
And I think we'll ask you guys to turn your videos off.
okay.
Yeah, turn your videos off as we bring our writers back and see what's cool. Oh, we got one back. We got one. All right. Here's the other one.
Kevin's back.
I think there's still one missing in action there. All right. Okay. We got everybody back. Everybody. All right.
There she is. Excellent.
All right.
All
Now, the playwrights need about 10 minutes to cast their plays and prepare for their world premieres. So we're going to take an intermission, a 10-minute intermission. Laura and I, or Laura will put in some websites and information in the chat, which I think she just told you about. So you can check us out and whatever. So we have 10 minutes and I've got
It would be
19 minutes, let's call it 20 minutes past the hour, whatever hour you're at. And so at 30 minutes past the hour, come back and join us for the world premiere. You can stay and watch the chaos that is about to happen, which is always fun. But in the meantime, have a wonderful intermission and we'll see you in 10 minutes. Thanks, Mary. It's been a great jam. Thanks, everybody. Great.
Thank you.
Julia.
All right, you guys. Here
All
we
right.
go.
Who's ready to cast? Kat, are you ready?
I am.
I am
Oh.
ready.
Okay.
Arlene, let's hear it.
It's Laura and Mike.
Okay.
Well, okay, that's okay, Arlene, right?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Thank you.
Kat?
And Kat can read stage directions? Or do we read our own stage
Read our own
directions?
stage directions.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah, Laura and Mike. Laura is Sybil, Mike is Bert.
Kat, what do you got for us?
Arlene, if you would read Clarissa, Laura, if you would read Madeline, Alex, if you would read C2.
I will.
And my good friend, what do you got cooking?
Alex, who do you need?
Oh, I need Mike and Kat. I'm putting the names in, but Kat to read Sherry. I think she named Sherry last time too. I don't know why. And Mike to read Cal.
Cal?
And I'll do stage directions. Yeah, I'm just replacing my numbers with the names so it'll be clear, but then I'll send it out.
All right.
You should have received mine already, is that correct? Everybody has mine?
Well, let me look. Yep, I got Beth's, Arlene's.
You have anything, we seem to have a lot of time. Is there anything you'd like to tell any of their actors?
I'm looking for the scripts.
I've only got Beth so far.
Okay.
I haven't sent mine yet.
Okay.
What did I say? I said Arlene. Laura.
You know, my problem sometimes in reading is I laugh while I'm reading.
I laugh when you're reading too.
In rehearsal, when I had to say dongle was a trigger word, I had trouble getting through the rest of that play.
Funny.
Well, I could read Arlene's script.
I'll do stage directions, but there are not many. Kat and Mike.
Okay.
Oh, okay, I got them now. All right, I got everybody.
Okay, you too.
Kat, I'm so sad you can't join us post-show, although we are
I'm
going to
sad
a
about that too.
bar.
That's sweet. That's so sweet. I will be with you in spirit, and sometime in the future we'll make it happen. Alex, I see your email, but I don't see the play. Am I missing it?
It's not impossible. No, no. Well, I attached it. I can send it again though.
No, I see it. I found it.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but what you call it? Google Maps told me that French Roast closes at 10.
I think they do. I think I wasn't testing it, but a lot of places have, and I think they stopped doing their 24-hour. I was taking a shot there because it's the only place I could think of, but
Yeah.
I think you have a better the city diner.
Yeah, I mean, most of the places in Columbus that used to be open late are, you know, closed by 9:30 or 10. I feel like we're, you know, in the Midwest now.
Ken was saying that after his rehearsals, there's no bar open at 10 o'clock. Where out in California. where he is.
Mommy, where are you?
Well, that's like 1 o'clock here, so no wonder.
Where'd she go? Where'd your mom go?
All right.
Who knows? We have 5 minutes.
Okay, I'm gonna reflect on my work.
I don't want to reflect on mine.
I'm gonna summon the muse.
All right. All right.
Where is she? I'm here. Where did you go? Oh, your dog was very upset when I came in. What? Your dog was upset when I came in. Hi. Hi. You smell so good. Yeah, don't look at my nose. Come on, I want to show you how to fix the stuff with the messaging. I'm just coming down. Okay. Yes, oh, you have your nice tushy.
You're not gonna tell her, are you?
Three minutes, everybody.
Thank you, 3.
What is it? What is it, Kikush? What is it? You want to say a little bit? You want to say a little bit? Yes, an hour to clean the room. So that's I found an acting class that's starting on Friday. I think I'm gonna sign up.
All right.
You know, I was talking to my friend. Yeah. No, my friend. You know, and she had
Is real life creeping into our show?
because
I think we better remind people to turn their sound
I
down.
think you can mute her.
she played production. Yeah.
I'm just trying to get to who it is.
Yeah, it's just harder.
Yeah, but
I know.
don't forget your interest is
I
not so
know.
much to get
I know.
a portfolio.
I know, but I'm kind of like I just need to do something.
All right, I got it.
You know, these are, You know, we rent cars a lot to go out and do shows. And every time I bring the car to the front of the house and open the trunk to put our trunk of fun in, I always think it's the beginning of a Law and Order. You know, where I open the trunk and there's the body. Doom, 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 doom. So now I'm thinking we hear a murder happen or something like
Right.
That's a great script idea.
It's sort of like the modern day Rear Window, right? You see it through
that.
Zoom.
Yeah, exactly. Doom, doom. Listen, I think it's
We've got 1 minute.
1 minute.
1 minute, audience. These are your lights blinking on and off. The lobby lights are blinking.
There we go. I got my ears fixed. Now I gotta get my eyes fixed. It's 8:30, actually. 8:30. Oh, she's in the host. I gotta remember.
Oh, I haven't even glanced at my script here.
Okay. I'm number one, right?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, I was cutting out some, I mean, I was taking some of your stuff. Audience, everybody, please. Audience, Rachel. I see,
Grab your refreshments. Come on back. Join us in the theater.
I see a photo of a kitty. Kitty. Audience, please grab your refreshments and come on back.
I'm here.
There you are. There we're gathering. Really, if you have not joined our Facebook page right away afterwards, it's for all you guys who've been kind of playing around with us and having a good time. And if you'd like to keep chatting about writing, or if you'd like to offer some of the stuff that you've written and didn't get to read, that's what it's for.
Excellent, excellent. We're going to have some world premieres now. We're going to ask the people who aren't reading, anyone in the audience and any of the playwrights who aren't in the reading, to keep your camera and your microphone off during the reading. If you'd rather not see the names of those of us who have our cameras off, you can go down to that camera icon on the bottom left, click on the caret beside it, and scroll down to hide non-video participants, and click on that, and then you'll just see the people who are playing characters in the play. And that, once again, doesn't affect how the rest of us see it. At the end of each reading, it is fun, though, if you pop back on and for a moment and give the playwrights and the actors a round of applause. During the reading, though, we ask you to keep your camera off and yourself muted. All right, you ready, Mike?
Yeah, I am. Let's review the suggestions that we sent to the playwrights as they were writing. And I think, Laura, you might have a better record of that.
I can do that. The first one was use flying buttresses as a part of the set, a metaphor, whatever. And then the next one was the sound effect of the coffee grinder. The next thing was a line of dialogue. He poisoned his wife, And the last one was the buttresses flew away. That was it.
Sylvia, if you would please turn your video off. There, thank you, Darren.
All
And
right.
I think we're ready to crank up the first play, which is from Miss Kat Coppett.
There we go, Kat. Remind us of your suggestion that you got to launch yourself and whatever else you need to tell us.
I got the suggestion. I asked for some advice and I got the suggestion, think you're great. I also took the suggestion of thunder and lightning outside my window because we've been chatting about it. So those were my inspirations. I will read stage directions. Clarissa starts on stage and then other people come as they go. So here we go. A basement laboratory a la Dr. Frankenstein. Clarissa stands over a table covered with test tubes, microscopes, petri dishes, and other accoutrements. She's dressed in a lab coat and rubber gloves. Her hair and eyes are a little wild. She chuckles and hums as she works. There are big covered tanks behind her with tubes and wires, all very complex. The ceiling, although it's a basement, is vaulted and high. There are stained glass windows high up, through which we see the occasional flashes of lightning and a flying buttress. This is clearly an old Gothic space.
All right, babies, here we go. A little dash of this, a little dash of that.
Rissy? Rissy, darling, are you down there? Rissy? Rissy, I know you're down there. Are you hungry? I could make you a plate.
I'm fine, Mother.
You have to eat.
Madeline appears at the top of the stairs, peeking down.
You've been down here all day. It's nearly midnight.
Mom, I told you to leave me alone. This is a critical phase.
Oh, honey, I'm sure it can wait for you to have a bite. Oh, look at this.
Can't wait. I told you this was time sensitive.
But I brought you a pot pie, homemade, your favorite, with the special peas. Oh, look at this.
Don't touch anything.
It's all so impressive. You've made such progress. What is this?
He picks up one of the test tubes.
Put that down. I knew it. Knew you couldn't do the one thing I asked and give me some privacy.
I'm sorry, sweetie. It's just so exciting. And really, it's my job as your mother to support you, isn't it?
Support me. Support me. Crush me is more like it. Stifle me. All I'm asking for is a little space.
I'm not trying to stifle you, but everyone needs support.
Fine. But can you support me more like a flying buttress?
What?
Support me from the outside.
Oh.
No, I take it back. You're already more flying buttressy than I can take. You're so showy with your support and always vying for attention. It's always about you and your support. And if you really want to support me, you would go away.
I don't understand. We used to be so close. We used to do everything together. And now you barely pay attention to me. Frankly, you're a little bit of a disappointment in that regard.
I know, Mother. You've been very clear.
I had such high hopes for our relationship. Oh, what's this?
He pushes a button on the side of one of the tanks. A sound like coffee being ground is heard.
Oh, no. Oh, no, Mother, what have you done?
Steam starts coming out of the tank. Wheels start turning. Things start glowing.
Oh my. Oh, oopsie. What did I do? Is everything all right?
No, everything is not all right. You ruined it, the entire project, just as I was about to do.
I'm sure it can't be that bad.
You ruined everything.
As they're talking, the tank has opened up. A hand appears, then a torso, and then a head. It's a being that looks exactly like Clarissa. C2 sits up in the tank.
What is that stuff? Disgusting.
Oh, you're
Rissy, you made you?
Clarissa slowly approaches the tank.
There you are. I didn't think.
Just like your Uncle Mo.
I thought she ruined you, but here you are.
Yeah. Could you get me out of here?
I must say, I'm not sure that's a good thing. He poisoned his wife, you know.
What?
My uncle, he poisoned his wife after he made a copy of her, a better version, he said. Mad Mo, they called him, but frankly, he was as happy a man as I've ever seen.
Clarissa's been helping C2 out of the goo of the tank. C2 now stands next to Clarissa, an obvious perfect looking copy.
I did it.
Yep, he did away with the inferior version of his wife in favor of the new improved one he manufactured and lived happily ever after. Remember? Remember, Rissy? I told you about Mo.
Yes, Mama, of course I remember. Don't you get it?
Mama, you haven't called me Mama in years. And no, I don't get it. What does this have to do with Mo? You can't replace yourself.
Sure I can.
What?
Be great, you always said. Be your best self. Well, here I am, my better self already.
What are you saying?
Mama. Oh, are you my mother? I've always wanted a mother. Hey, would you?
What?
Is that pot pie I smell? That's my favorite.
Oh, yes. Yes, well, I suppose.
He leads you two by the hand over the little table where she's put down the pie and sits her down. Madeline is fascinated and enthralled.
After this, would you read me a bedtime story?
Yes, of course. I would love that.
You two and Madeline sit and chat and love on each other. Clarissa steps into the tank and closes it. Lightning flashes outside the window and hits the buttress. It bursts into flames and disappears. Curtain.
Audience, you're encouraged to light yourself up there and show us your appreciation. A wonderful little piece there you did, real nicely, very nice, very nice.
Alex, did you have your own hairstyling and costuming team there? That was fantastic.
Yeah, I was just in my isolation tank while I was getting ready to read, and it just
That was amazing. Commitment. Thank you very much. Beautiful reading, everyone.
Alex, I think you're up next, old buddy.
Oh, you're right, I am. So my suggestion, I asked for something you might change your mind about, and the suggestion was paper versus plastic. So I'm going to ask Cal and Sherry to come on stage, and maybe Eileen to step back into the audience, and I'll do the stage directions. Cal and Sherry are on top of a flying buttress.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Scissors.
Rock.
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Rock.
Rock. 1, 2, 3,
shoot. Rock. Paper. Rock.
What?
1, 2, 3, shoot.
Paper.
Rock. 1, 2, 3, shoot. Rock. 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Okay.
Rock.
Okay.
What do you mean?
Okay, you keep saying rock. Let's.
You done?
Yes.
Cool. That's cool. No more Rochambeau.
If that's
No Chambeau.
right.
Fin de Chambeau, Al 1969, a very good year.
Do you think we could climb down?
Yeah. Let me help you.
Thanks.
Awkwardly, they climb down off the buttress they've been perched on.
Careful, I got you.
Oh my God.
I got you.
Thanks. Thank you. Woo.
Woo. Well, we used to stay up there all evening.
You and
Lily, all the time. You know, in the summer, no one ever came by during the week, and we'd play rock, paper, scissors like for hours.
right.
I mean, I figured it'd be fun.
No, well, it was. Oh, I think I tore my stocking.
Not really all evening. Oh, I'm sorry.
They're not expensive. I'm not bleeding, am I?
Well, may I look?
Yeah.
Thanks. I didn't want you to think I.
Oh, it's okay.
Not that.
Right.
I mean, I didn't.
Am I bleeding?
No, I don't think so.
Thanks.
Not really all evening.
What?
I mean, we really didn't stay up there all night playing rock, scissors, paper, scissors.
Well, it's not really comfortable.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
No,
Oh
it's
no, I'm so sorry. I just thought,
it's not the end of the world.
yeah, but I'm not really great at I just thought it would be fun.
It's fun. Just
What's wrong?
no, it's just I'm not Cal 3.
Yeah, me neither. I just wanted to have fun.
Maybe we can get some coffee.
Sure. Yeah. Hey, I love coffee.
Okay.
They walk.
I'm sorry if I'm trying.
You are, actually.
Lily says I'm just too, too
I'm not sure.
directed, like directed.
Oh,
Do you think so?
well, we don't.
I know, but, we're friends. You could tell me. To be honest, just break it down. Straight shooting. Am I too directed to be a good date?
Wow.
I know I am okay looking, not like better than some, not Brad Pitt, or whatever.
Wow.
But maybe I come on too strong.
Well, this is a lot.
Here, perk up.
What?
This cafe, perk up.
Oh, right. Sure you need coffee?
I like coffee. You wanted coffee, right? Didn't you say?
I was kidding. Sure.
I'll get it.
Sound of a coffee grinder drowns them out for a longish time.
I don't get it.
Can I get you something?
I can get you something, but I don't get.
You
What?
seem tense, so I thought you wouldn't need coffee, but I'd like to get you some.
Oh, right. That's funny, right? But I should get you.
Let me.
No, I should.
Hey,
It's my date.
yours?
I mean, sorry, there's a little
Directed.
right.
I'd like to. I'll get you something.
A latte. Is that okay?
Why not?
Well, it's not very. It's kind of a soft drink, really, not for a coffee. I mean, for a man. I mean, is it
I like lattes.
what?
Lattes. Lattes.
Oh man, is that how it's pronounced?
Yes.
Oh.
You don't really drink coffee, do you?
I don't. I wanted to, but my father.
Had a thing about coffee?
No, he was troubled.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He poisoned his wife.
You're Lily's mother?
No, I mean, shit. Lily's not my sister,
She's not?
but no,
But your father?
yeah, that's true. He was very lax. It was a mistake, actually, the poison. But I never wanted it to be that. I just never wanted to be that careless.
Of course.
So I'm very
Directed.
right.
So why did Lily tell me that you
I
were
begged her to. I figured you wouldn't want to come out on a date with me unless there was like some. You like her,
Oh, we work at the same brokers.
right? Right. She got me my apartment, and I saw you once when I came in for a showing, and I asked her, but I wanted you to trust me.
So what about the
Evenings on the church, playing rock, paper, scissors.
well, for example?
I don't know. I don't have much of imagination.
I don't know about that.
Well, Well, I just thought it would seem fun, kind of romantic, but fun, not threatening. Oh, God, it seems stupid now.
Well, let's just forget about it.
Thanks.
Gone.
Gone. The buttress flew away.
That's good. That's, well, not so directed. I'll get some coffees.
Okay. Thank you. Wait. Once more, huh? 1, 2, 3. Shoot!
Scissors.
Plastic.
That's not a thing.
End of play.
Thank you, Alex. Thank you.
Good acting.
I can't get my video on. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Very nice. And I
Ah.
second the good acting there as well. Very nice work.
Thank you, you all. Thank you. So we want to remind you about the after the show. After the show, we got one more play to do, Arlene's play. And then afterwards, we're kind of done, except we're going to hang out for a little bit and just chat a little bit about how the writers did, how they felt about all those crazy suggestions. And
We call that a talk back.
yeah, a little bit of talk back. But first, I think let's shoot right into Arlene stuff.
All right, Arlene Hutton.
What was your
Arlene's muted.
what was
Oh.
your suggestion?
My prompts were names that your parents didn't name you, and I selected Sybil and Bert from the list. I asked for a favorite holiday, and Christmas came up. I was also influenced by this weekend was Pride, the Pride Parade and Pride Weekend, and there was a lot of pride in New York City this weekend. So that was another influence that I used. You guys
So-
ready?
I'm ready.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
I'm almost there. I'm set. I'm ready.
We're in a small rent-controlled apartment on Christopher Street in Greenwich Village. Bert sits at a table glued to his computer. Sybil walks in.
I thought you were cooking dinner tonight.
Here.
We can't get delivery on Pride Weekend.
Yeah.
You said you were going to cook.
Sorry, honey. I forgot. I've been watching the parade.
Sybil looks at Bert's computer screen.
Those breasts look like flying buttresses. You've watched that parade all day long. First out the window and now what, on the news channels?
It gets better every year.
Gets bigger every year. We can't even get out the door of our apartment on Pride Weekend.
Look at all these people being their authentic selves, and to think you were there when it all started, the riots, the protests. I have to look up those things. What year was it?
I was, what, 12 years old, 14? Sitting on the fire escape, watching the Stonewall riots.
You watched history being made.
Sybil looks at the screen.
How do they walk in those heels? I almost broke my ankle in the 70s wearing platforms.
I love the Pride Parade.
Those breasts look like flying buttresses. Okay, dinner. I'm hungry.
Bert is transfixed.
It's glorious. All the people, think what they've been through, the older ones, closeted in their youth. But now people can be whoever they want to be. Are you happy with who you are, Sybil?
I'd be happier if I had food in my stomach.
You're happy with your life.
I love my life. I love you. I love living in Greenwich Village.
Are you living your best life?
Sure, except on Halloween and Pride weekend when I can't leave my apartment.
Bert watches the screen. Sybil watches Bert. Feeling her eyes on him, Bert turns to Sybil.
We have coffee.
I can make some.
We need coffee.
It will keep you up all night.
I think we're going to be up all night.
Oh.
Late.
Yes, coffee.
Sybil goes to the kitchen. There's the sound of a coffee grinder.
I have something I need to tell you.
What?
I have something I need to tell you.
I can't hear you.
The grinder stops and Sybil re-enters.
I have something I need to tell you.
I can't hear you.
I need to live my authentic life.
Oh dear.
I need to be who I am.
Okay.
I didn't know it until I grew this beard.
Your COVID beard.
Yes, yes.
I like you with a beard, and I like you without a beard. Whatever you want to do is fine with me.
I want to bleach my beard.
Okay.
I want a beard that is pure white. I want to bleach my beard.
Are you just saying that because I put blue streaks in my hair?
No,
I thought you liked my streaks.
I do.
You said they were sexy.
They are.
Okay.
Sybil, I need to, I never do it before, but there has been someone else inside me, someone I need to let out. I want to be authentic, like those people in the parade.
Oh, Bert. After all these years, I never once thought.
I need a name that represents me.
You want to change your name?
I need your help.
Of course.
I need to know that you will love me whoever I am.
Who are you, Bert?
Don't call me Bert anymore.
What should I call you?
I don't know. I know who I am, but I don't know what my name should be.
You're scaring me. Who are you?
I'm Santa.
What?
I'm Santa Claus. I'm Santa Claus. That's how I identify myself. That's what I'm, my authentic self, when I'm dressed as Santa.
That's a part-time job, not an identity.
I am Santa.
You want me to call you Santa Claus?
I don't know.
I remember once in bed last Christmas when I called you.
Well, that's what I knew.
You want me to call you Santa?
Yes.
In public?
Maybe an anagram.
The anagram for Santa is Satan.
Oh.
Remember that horror movie about Santa? He poisoned his wife, you know?
Are you afraid of me?
Afraid of Santa?
Yes.
Never. I want you to be your authentic self.
You.
I know.
You gonna be okay?
Just call me Mrs. Claus.
Is there anything for dinner?
I'll find something in the freezer. There's leftover turkey, that's 6 months old, and an ancient fruitcake.
There's parade noise from the computer. They both look at it.
isn't that the same Marilyn lookalike we saw earlier?
I think so.
She's lost her flying buttresses.
I think I've had enough parade for today.
He closes the computer.
Until next year.
Let's march in the parade next year.
We've never marched in the parade.
We'll be Santa and Mrs. Claus. Coffee's ready. Let's party all night.
Merry Christmas, sweetheart.
It's almost July. Christmas in July can be really fun.
Ho, 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 ho.
End of play.
I tell you, we can be crazy sometimes. Just be crazy. Oh,
Perfect casting, perfect casting.
Good acting. And it was easy to follow. Some of the plays I can't follow as well. But I heard everything and followed it. It was cute.
oh, that's good. I'm glad. Oh, man. I'm very happy here. I'm very jolly, as a matter of fact.
Nice performances, Laura and Mike. I did write it with you in mind.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
All right, folks. We're about to wrap up, right, Mike?
That's right.
And
That's right.
as we part, we want to thank some people. We want to thank you all for participating tonight, for being a part of this show. I think it was a first time for some of you, and some of you, of course, are cherished regulars. Thanks for taking that creative risk and trusting in yourselves and supporting your fellow playwrights and contributing to the plays. And we want to thank these friends that are now scrolling on your screen, who have generously contributed to the Right Away project since it started back in May of 2020. We here at Freestyle Rep and also at Synergy Theater out in California really enjoy these evenings of artistic exercise. They give us the opportunity to reconnect with fellow writers, with our audience. You know, improvisation or theater in any form isn't finished without the audience there reacting and acknowledging and enjoying the spontaneous and unpredictable things that are created. So if you had some fun this evening and would like to support continuing that interaction, please tell your friends about this. And also maybe go to the Synergy Theater website or our Freestyle Repertory Theater website and make a little contribution through that website listed in the chat. And if you're watching the video of this, that would be freestylrep.org or synergytheater.com to make a contribution there. Our next one coming up is July 24th. Laura Valpy and I will be hosting it. Ken Adams will be back. Jeff Tarson, television writer and college professor. Lisa Thompson, another one of our regulars, will be here. And a new guy, a playwright from Boston named Michael Towers will be our playwrights.
So, yeah, it'll be great to have you back. And one more time, just one more hand for all the playwrights tonight. Nice job, wonderful work. And to you, our wonderful audience, thank you very much for joining us and having a good time with us. And do just come on back next month and we'll do some more of this crazy stuff.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. If you're sticking around for the talk back, that's great. If you have to leave us now, we'll say thank you. See you next time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, everyone.
Great fun, great fun.
Really enjoyed it. The plays were wonderful, and I hope I can see you next month.
Please do.
Laura, you're still live.
Turning it up.